guys, RivalBoss here, and today I have a little video for you about a product I'm going to be reviewing. But first, I just kind of wanted to say the channel's not dead. I just have no time, and I've also had other things in my life that have been difficult. Recently, my little Shiba Inu of 17 years, so he didn't look like this at the end, passed away. And that was kind of hard. So I was dealing with that, and then stuff like that, and just everything else going on in this world, as you know. So I was just kind of wanting to know what you guys were doing and playing during this time. And some of the things I was just going to kind of go over some of the things I've been doing and just kind of let you know how those were. So first off, I went back and I took my PlayStation Classic, and I modded, as I've shown you before, I modded it, and I have a video, and I'll put it in the link to the image I'm using, and it is a great image that I created, and mostly what I've been playing on this has been Chrono Cross, which is an old PlayStation 1 game, obviously, and I do have the original too, and the original hardware, but I find that playing it on a big screen TV, and this thing, you can run a upscale version of it a little bit, where the resolution looks a little bit better. So I've been playing Chrono Cross on that. Also, because I never really have played back in the day, I didn't own one, a TurboGrafx 16 or Core Graphics, I've been playing that a lot. Just kind of, you know, since I've never played it before, I've been going back and playing. I played a couple of these Zelda games that are kind of like Zelda games on it. I'm trying to remember the name of the game right now. I can't. New Adventure Island's really good, things like that, and then of course all the shooters. So this is a really fun thing. I know you can now pick this up on Amazon, and the TurboGrafx 16 mini anyway is pretty easily available. So this is a great thing to pick up, and I have a little review video on that, and I'll put it in the description. And then of course, like most other people in the world here, I've been playing my Switch and stuff. And my Switch, you know, we picked up Animal Crossing, me and my wife, and have been playing that. It's been fun. And then the other thing I picked up was Doom, because I really wanted to see how, you know, the Switch would run Doom. And it actually, you know, with all the different patches and stuff, I was reading about it before I bought it. It's actually runs pretty good, and you know, it's acceptable anyway for a portable version of a very hardcore game, you know. I will say the thumbsticks are a little bit harder to use than actual analog sticks on other game systems, or for me, PC, you know, Master Race, as far as like keyboard and mouse for any shooter. But anyway, this game's a little hard to find now, so if you want to really get it, a physical copy, now is the time to go out and find it, because it's kind of getting hard to find. And then lastly, which brings me to today's thing, I've also been playing some N64 games, because we got like a little upscaler slash thing. So me and my wife have been playing Mario Party games on the big screen. But also I've been, and you'll see I've been playing some games on my big old Sony that I found just sitting outside CRT. And I decided to go ahead and get this product, which is what I'm reviewing today. The N64 Plus. Now what this is literally just a Flashcart, like an EverDrive and everything, where basically it comes with all the ROMs already installed. And I do have a lot of these games. Can't say I have a complete collection, but I do have a lot of them. But this is just a good way to play them without having to injure the carts, touch the labels, all that fun stuff. So you can just boot this thing up. It's fairly cheap. You can get it on AliExpress, eBay. I think they even sell them on like Amazon, but I know at least eBay and AliExpress. And I'm just going to kind of quickly show you what it looks like on an old CRT, and you know, give you kind of my overviews. The game packaging is pretty simplistic, and it does come with instructions in English, which is nice because this is obviously coming from China. And it comes with a SD card that has most of I think almost all the games already installed in it. So that's pretty neat. There's also a CD in there. It's a very small CD, which I believe has the ROMs as a backup. Don't know how, you know, legality of that is, but you know, most of these you're not selling these things for profit, as far as I would have bought this anyway and then, you know, backed up my games or whatever. So anyway, so let's take a look at this product. Okay, Okay, so once you open the package, this is kind of what you're going to get. You're going to get the game cart, some instructions, this CD-ROM, and of course the packaging. So the instructions are in English, and they are pretty helpful. It also has an entire list of games that it has, as you can see here. Everything's in English. Let's see if I can focus. Everything's in English. There's the games list. It also will tell you if it has a save state. So if it says controller pack, that means it needs you to put a controller pack in your controller. And if it says flash RAM or SRAM, like down here, it's going to save onto the cart, which is pretty sweet. So that's what that is. Then the CD, I believe, has the software for the device and I believe the ROMs, but I'm not sure on that. Maybe I'll check that out later. Here is the cartridge itself. It is in pretty, it's a pretty nice cartridge. It feels really good quality-wise. The plastic feels pretty nice. I believe you get into it with these 3 screws. I think there's one under there. Pretty nice even inside there. Front label's pretty nice. Let me focus here. This is where the SD card goes. It is really nestled down into that. I don't know if you'd ever want to really take it out. As you can see, it takes a standard one. It does come pre-installed, at least mine did. I believe they all do, with all the ROMs. So you really don't have to mess with that. It's pretty much just plug and play. Also on the top there is, this is the newer version. There is an older version that does not have this, where you can select NTSC or PAL regions. So that's pretty neat. So if you have a PAL N64, you can actually use this. The ROMs on it are region free and they seem to work. You just have to switch the top on the NTSC or PAL regions. So let's go ahead and plug this baby in and see what it does. Okay guys, so we booted up the ED64 Plus on my personal 64. We are showing you it on a old 42-inch Sony CRT. So if it's a little blurry, or if we start seeing some scan lines when we're shifting through some of these games, I apologize. But I just am kind of giving you an authentic experience on an actual CRT. I could use a capture device, but I just want to film this thing. So anyway, so here's what when we plug it in and boot it up, this is the screen we get. As you can see, it's pretty simplistic. The one nice thing though is I will show you on the bottom. So we will go to something that has a, let's see. So it will tell you the game size, okay, over here on the right. It will tell you what the name is, and it will also, at the bottom, I'm going to scroll down real quick. It will tell you if the game has a save state. So you will see that in the very bottom over here, it actually tells me that it does do a save state. And we're looking here. Let's do Legend of Zelda real quick. There's a lot of games on here, basically everything. So as you can see, the Legend of Zelda has SRAM, so I can save it, and Flash. See in the bottom right? Okay, so anyway, so that's all that is. So let's readjust here. But yeah, it's a pretty simplistic, menu. It has tons of games, so we're just going to show you kind of how fast certain games load. So we're going to bring up F0X here. We're going to hit Start. Now I'm going to show you that this thing did save my game. I was playing this earlier, and it did actually save my game. So there's F0X, push Start. And as you can see in the GP race, we'll go novice here, okay. You'll see this little X up here. This means that I've already done that race and completed it. Now how this works is you can, any game that has a SRAM, you basically hit the reset button on your N64, like so, and it will take you back to the main menu, and it will also save, as you can see, initializing, and it will also save that game in the RAM. And as you can see, when we go back to F0X, it had SRAM. So that just shows you that it will save my game. Some games like Doom 64 and stuff, which we'll boot up real quick. Doom 64, you'll have to have a pack inside of the N64 controller to actually save your game. This one also has password saves. But yeah, so that's kind of what you have to do there. But it has, and as this is kind of showing you as well how fast you can go to these games. It loads them pretty fast. There was a very small downtime there between thing, and there's Doom 64 in all of its glory. This is a great game. If you haven't picked it up and want to play it, don't own an N64, pick it up on the Switch. The Switch version is amazing, or you know, any of the other ones too. They really re-released it, but the remake is great. All the textures have been redone. It looks amazing. So we're gonna hit reset again. Fur Day. Let's see. There it is. Conker's Bad Fur Day's in here. So here we go. We're pressing start right now. Let's see how long. This is a bigger game, so this is a true test to see how long this thing has to load. So let's see. Taking a little bit. This is about the biggest game, one of the bigger games that you'll have. Still, what would you say? That would be 30 seconds? Oh, mature audience, I'm sorry, you younger viewers might have to look away. But yeah, this is a good way to play this game without having to spend $100, you know, or more for an original copy. So yeah, it works really well. I'm really happy with this purchase. I'm going to be doing a couple other EverDrive Flashcarts that I'm getting. I've got a Sega Master System one coming to me, and that one looks really neat. And I was trying to get a Nintendo multi-cart, but that thing did not work well, so we did not do a video on that. Okay, and real quick, here is a rundown of the titles. I'm not going to say all the names, but there is a lot of pages. I'm just going to kind of scroll through so you guys can kind of see. And, I mean, so many random things, too, like Command & Conquer 3D. Didn't play that very much. You know, let's see. There's I'm going to go back real quick. There's a Japanese game. So let's real quickly, we're going to try a Japanese game on an NTSC console. Here we go. Let's see. Will it boot up? And as you can see, we are playing a Japanese game on an NTSC console just fine. So you literally can put some more, you know, rando Japanese games in there too, which is pretty cool. I think almost all are in here anyway, but this must be a very popular, I'm going to guess this is a shooter. This looks great, by the way. I have no idea what this game is. Never played this before in my life, but this game looks amazing. Look at this thing. Can't read any of that. How awesome. I'm probably going to play this right after this get done videoing, doing this video here. What is this game? This has to be a shooter, right? Yeah, it has to be. Let's see. Is it a shooter? It is a shooter. Man, that is a pretty shooter, though. Never played this before, guys. This game looks pretty amazing. Look at that. Okay, I got sidetracked because I wanted to play. Okay, so we're gonna go back here, and I'll show you the pages here. Initiating. So yeah, there's page 1, page 2, page 3. Page 4, I see Cruising USA, Cruising things. Diddy Kong Racing, great game. Destruction Derby. Earthworm Jim 3D, like I said. Excitebike, Extreme G, those are both really good. Extreme G and Extreme G2. Gauntlet Legends is a great game. Forsaken is a good, fun game. Let's see. There is Harvest Moon 64, if you ever want to play the first Harvest Moon. GoldenEye 007. Let's see. Hydro Thunder, a lot of fun. Then you got some of these. Let's see. Killer Instinct Gold, of course. Kirby 64, of course. Both the Legend of Zeldas. Mace, just kind of a fun brawler. Mario Kart 64, going to boot that up at the end here. Mario Parties, all of them. Mega Man 64. Mischief Makers is a fun little game. Mortal Kombat games. There's all the NBA games, NASCAR games, and Mystical Ninja up at top. and all the NHL games and NFL blitzes that were on the system, all the Pokemons, Pokemon Stadium 2, Stadium Snap, Pilot Wing 64, Perfect Dark, Paper Mario, that a new one of those is coming out, so that's pretty cool. Ogre, by the way, Ogre Battle 64 is on here. Quake 64, Quake 2, Powerpuff Girls, yeah, lots of great stuff. Robotron, Scards, Super Smash Brothers in English. We're going to see Sin and Punishment. I'm going to play that. That's a great game. All the Star Wars games, including the Racer. There's actually 2 of them there. I don't know what the difference is. South Park Rally. Those are great games. StarCraft 64, kind of a random game to have on there. Super Mario 64, obviously. Star Fox 64, obviously. Tetris 64. Man, all the Turoks are on here. Tony Hawk, if that's your thing. Transformers Beast Wars, if that's your thing. There's the Turok 3. Wave Race 64, a great racer. Wipeout 64, we're getting to the W, some wrestling games. They were pretty good back then, I believe. Yoshi's Story, Xena, because, you know, you got to have Xena, and Xena the Warrior Princess. So, yeah, pretty awesome, right? Look how fast Mario Kart booted up. Oh, yeah. I've been playing lots of Mario Kart 2 on my Wii U, of all things. I know there's a better version for the Switch. Yeah. This is about a medium-sized game. Okay, that was pretty quick. This game is awesome. It's a game I've tried to get out to run on a Raspberry Pi 3 for a long time. Maybe a Raspberry 4 can do it. But yeah, see, it's a very pretty game. We're going to pick somebody here. So, you know, cool game. As you saw, it worked really well. I'm not going to embarrass myself because I haven't played this game for so long. But yeah, I'm going to embarrass myself. We'll get a couple good hits in. Oh, man. That wasn't bad at all. So yeah, I would say this product is awesome. It's phenomenal. It loads everything super quick. Works really well. I would highly recommend it. You can find them anywhere from about 50 to 60 bucks. If you see them for more than that, you know, you can find them cheaper. Just to show you that the save state does work real quick, we'll make a game real quick here. There we go. And we'll just do my initials here. Actually, we'll do Rival. Yeah, Rival. Yeah, go Rival. Okay, so we're gonna start the game up. Yes. And we're gonna see if it saves that. So we're gonna get to, we're gonna skip this part. I don't know how far I have to get in for it to save the data. So we're gonna see. But yeah, I mean, it works great. Can't say enough about it. As you can see, works perfectly fine. We're gonna see real quick. I'm gonna hit the reset button. I'm gonna see what happens here. So we're gonna hit reset. And let's go into the game and see if it actually saved it. I don't know if it is gonna save it just because we were so not far into the game. But let's see what it did, shall we? But yeah, I mean, make sure you buy from like a reputable buyer. There are a lot of scammers on eBay and stuff for these kind of things. But yeah, if you guys like this video, I would love to make more and stuff. Just keep liking and subscribing to the channel. It really helps out, guys, especially during this time. It makes me feel good. Oh, there it is. Even saved it. Didn't even have to play very far. That's awesome. So, saves your state, everything. Let's go back out. Yeah, so if you guys can just like and subscribe to the channel, it'd be great. I love hearing you guys. If you guys want to tell me what you've been doing during this time in the comment section, that would be awesome. I would love to hear about what you guys are playing and doing. It makes me happier too, you know. We might actually, my wife really wants a corgi, so we might be getting a corgi puppy at some point. That's a thing for us. But yeah, so, you know, it's a phenomenal product, and I can't say much more about it because it's pretty simple too. You just plug and play, and it works. So anyway, guys, so this is the Rival Boss signing off until next time. Thank you very much. Stay safe and stay well, and thank you guys so much for checking out the channel. Until next time, see you guys around.